Alright, today we're going to be 100%ing the original Crash Bandicoot 2. I recently made a little series completing the first game, and so we're going to do the same for the second. I've got all the stats at the side here. Death count, gem count.
Surrounding you are a series of 5 doors. Through each door lies a well-hidden crystal. The crystals look like this.
Well-hidden crystal. I don't actually have a count at the side here for the well-hidden power crystals, but that's just because you kind of need them to move on anyway. You know, you pick them up in every single level. You don't need any special requirements. You just pick them up. That's it. Turtle Woods, let's go. Might as well collect the blue gem while we're here. That's the thing with the color gems in this game. They don't really... You know, in Crash 1 you kind of had to complete every level without dying and get all the crates, but in this it's just sort of do weird little challenges. The purple gem you can just grab it on this pathway and then die to go back, and it has no, you don't miss anything. It's just the easiest way of doing it, so I'll definitely be doing that when I get to it. Gotta be careful here not to break a crate. Oh, epic fail. That's what I was trying to do. Thankfully, there is no... Look, there's the well-hidden power crystal. Super well hidden right there. Actually nearly missed it. Okay. I don't know if these things can kill you. I've never been killed by them. But just in case I failed that jump too many times and they did kill me, I just decided to take them out. There we go. There's the blue gem. Which means I can now ungray the blue gem. Let's go back in and actually get all the crates. I know this is a lot of people's favorite Crash game as well. It does make sense. It's not my favorite, but it does make sense as to why it is a lot of people's, because in Crash Warped, obviously it introduced a load of vehicle levels, which some people were not happy with. This is a platforming series after all, and I think a lot of people just wanted more platforming in that game. Crash 2 has, you know, an expanded moveset, and it's majority platforming, so I think that's why a lot of people like this game the most. Got a couple vehicle levels, but not too many. How am I going to get that? I can tell you how I'm going to get that. Shit, have I failed that? I have, haven't I? This guy doesn't go up. Never mind. Okay. And then we have this area as well. In my opinion, this game is actually more difficult than Crash 1. And that is an unpopular opinion from what I've gathered in my comments, but I genuinely believe it. It is a more difficult game than Crash 1. But it makes sense to me, because this game doesn't have a no-death requirement. You can die as many times as you want, still get the gems. And that's why they made it more difficult, or that's what I think at least. It's like, it's fine that it's more difficult, because you don't have to complete the levels without dying. Wait, there's a... did I miss the box? No, I think it's further ahead. I guess people find Crash 1 more difficult just because there's less, you know, you can only run and jump. That's all you can do. So there's less getting yourself out of certain situations. You know, the more abilities you have, the more you can do. Like in Crash Warped, if you really wanted to, you could just use the bazooka. When you get it, obviously. Oh my god, fine, we'll do it the normal way, because I clearly suck at doing this. So, this game does have a box count. I have 62 boxes, but it doesn't tell you how many are in the level, so I'll only know if I have the gem when I actually finish the level. There we go. Next up, Snow Go. This is the red gem level, but I'm not going to be... I can't get it yet, unless I do one of those high jumps, but I'm not going to be doing that. I'll just use this triple Aku to absolutely blitz through this ice section and hit every crate. Try to, at least. There we go. Lovely. I think what I'll do as well when I get to Cold Hard Crash is I'm just going to do the level twice. Because what you normally do, right, is... Wait. He's going to spin, I know it. There you go. What you normally do is you go get the clear gem through the death route. Then you die, and then go back on the death route, get the crates, and then go back. I'm just going to do the level twice. That way I can keep the death count low. Yeah, so that's how you get the red gem. It's so... I think in the Insane Trilogy they made it a little higher so that you couldn't collect it early. Look at that. I don't know why they, I don't know why they thought it'd be good to put it so low. But what we can get right now is the clear gem. So that is what I'll do. Oh, that was easy enough. Triple again, woohoo. Wait. Wait, wait, wait. Come on. There's the well-hidden power crystal. Make sure that we don't miss that. We need to go back here. Was it? Yes, it was just there. And that should be all the crates. What have we got? 70, 74? Yep, that's all of them. Brilliant. I do wonder if I'll end up with less deaths. Oh man, I love getting flashbanged at the end. I do wonder if I'll end up with less deaths at the end of the series, given that, again, I do think it is a more difficult game. Alright, Hang 8. There is a speedrunning gem, but I'm going to get that last. Triple Aku again. Nearly ended up drowning with my Triple Aku. Oh yeah, you can't get them in water. That's kind of lame. That's kind of lame. I've seen Triple Aku underwater in the Wrath of Cortex. It's kind of lame going back to not being able to have it. So yeah, I'll do the speedrun after. The crates are required here for the bonus stages, right? I think they are. Because, sorry, for the clear gem, I think they are counted toward the final total of the level. Because in Crash 1 they're not, thankfully. Dude, that game would be so bad if they required the bonus crates. They do in the remaster, you know, insane. But in the original it would be terrible, because you can't re-enter them if you fail them. Imagine having to restart the entire level because, oops, you died in the bonus round. You can't go back in and get the crates that you missed. I love the way the gems look in this. They look like they're just bursting with flavor if I were to eat one of them. Okay, here we go. Some precise platforming here. But it's fine. Easy. Too easy. Clearly. Love it when you go over the thing and it just flattens out instead of actually gives you a boost. Okay, sure. We're coming back anyway, I think. Yeah, we are. Ooh, yeah, I knew what I was doing there. I knew exactly where it'd be. I know what I'm doing. See, I know what I'm doing. Believe it or not, I've actually played a Crash game before, and I will get this. There we go. Eh! It's fine. Not exactly fine, but I had an Aku. I think that was everything in the bonus stage, or the gem pathway, I think. And that has put me back where it was initially, so I don't think I've missed anything. Well-hidden power crystal just there. Let's not fuck this one up. Nice. Honestly, it's just kind of refreshing having playing a game where I don't have to worry about dying too much. Like, yeah, I would like to keep the death count down, just for a personal goal, but it doesn't really matter. I don't lose a massive amount of progress. No! Well, that is the end of the level. And that is the clear gem. One of them, at least. Oh, do we have to have this every single level, Cortex?
Crystals? Not bad. I see you are getting the hang of it. I need to conserve power. I will communicate with you again after you retrieve the 5th crystal.
Need to conserve power. So you call me just to say, oh, you got a 3rd crystal. Alright, well, I'll call you again after the 5th one. Well, how about you just do that in the first place and skip the 3rd one, mate? You know what I mean? Like, come on. Alright, here we go. So, let's get the Akus, because we're going to absolutely need a bit of help for this speed run. Is it from now? Yes, it is. I don't remember where any of the hazards are. I'm just gonna see what I can do. There's one Aku gone. I think we may get another one. No! Oh wait, I've got an Aku, it's fine. It's fine, but I've only got 15 seconds. Are we at the end? We are. Give me that. Nice. Wait, it still keeps ticking down even when you're there. Does it just disappear in front of your eyes if the timer ticks down to 0? Alright, we've got the pits next. So what I'm going to be doing for this level is trying to eliminate as much risk of death as possible with the backtracking. Because, you know, the thing with backtracking in these games, I've never been a massive fan of it because I think the camera's just a little too close. It's just a little too close, so you don't really have a good view of what's coming your way. It's especially terrible when you're dealing with bees flying at high speeds. But for here, it's not too bad. I'm just gonna essentially go up the left path. Yay, triple. I'm just gonna eliminate, or I'm gonna go down this path here. Eliminate every enemy. All the spike turtles, birds. Wow, that didn't count? Great. Okay, that nearly ended up being terrible. It's okay, though. And that is the end of the platform. Or the, you know, the left side. So what I'll do is I'll actually go back this way. Slower. But obviously now I know that there's nothing, in terms of enemies, there is nothing on this side. And again, look how close the camera is to Crash. If anything was coming this way, I wouldn't really have the reaction time to save myself. So I will go up the other pathway where I can actually see. Like that. Easy. Now I don't need to worry about these saw turtles. I actually did a ranking video with Tooney recently, ranking the enemies from the games. I didn't include these guys right here. Or those spike turtles. They're not, like, crazy. They won't be, like, really high up or anything. It would just be slightly annoying, I think. Okay, here we go, another bird. I really don't like these birds. I think we ranked these birds somewhat high. Because, I don't know, they seem to have like a really big hitbox. But got the checkpoint, should have all the things in the level as well. Bonus stage. Dude, wait, you can't slide off of TNTs? One death. And I'm not happy about that one. I thought I could use it as a platform. Like, oh yeah, I'll slide off of this, you know? Because it's like I'm not sliding into it. I'm sliding off of it as a platform, you know? Well, now I won't do that. 23 crates. Don't know if that's all of them, it just doesn't tell me. I don't know why it doesn't tell me. You know, it's like they gave it a box count, but they're like, we're not going to let you know how many there are in the level. We're just going to tell you how many you've got. But that is it, and so we'll find out. Yeah, we got them all. Easy. Let's go. And now we have Crash Dash. Let's see what I can do. These boulder levels are much more menacing than the Crash 1 boulder levels. You've got mines placed everywhere. Much more gaps. I think they're longer. Just everything about it is trickier. Oh yeah, let's not forget electric fences. Love the animation as well. It kind of like throws him in even though he's not... I don't think I was that close, Crash, to be doing all that. Not there, at least. Don't forget that. Bonus stage. I'm not even going to try. I'm not even going to embarrass myself on that life. And just accidentally destroy the TNT. Again, though, I don't think... Sorry, I had to lock in there just to count. I don't think I'll count bonus stage deaths as deaths, because at the end of the day, you don't lose a life, so it's like, what's the point? It's technically not a death that the game counts, so why should I count it for my death count, you know? Especially because they are designed that way, right? They're designed to be sometimes quite tricky, because you get infinite tries of them without losing life. So yeah, I don't think I'll count those as live ending, live counts, you know? Does the boulder... What? There's no way! What an actual... What? Oh, my days. How many boxes are in this level? Oh, well, it tells me at the end. Okay, so it does tell you how many boxes there are in the level, but only until when you actually get to the end. And no, failing does not count as a death. Some people, you know, in my... What was it? My One Life series? Or no, I think it was in... Yeah, my One Life series for Crash Warped, where I failed the race and didn't get the gem. People said that should have ended the challenge and, like, counted as a loss, but it's like... It's a One Life challenge, not a... I didn't lose a life, I just lost the gem, you know? Just lost the race. So now I didn't lose a life. I just lost my opportunity of... I just lost a life though, so that will definitely count. I want to keep the life count or the death count as low as possible before we get to the really hard levels, like in Warp Room 4. That's the hardest Warp Room of the lot. So the lower amount of deaths we go into that Warp Room, the better. And I'll remember to spin every single blasted crate that I come across, because I'm not having that happen again. That's ridiculous. I think the worst part about it is this bit, where I have to actually manually count 10 times. Actually, no I don't. Watch this. Genius. I don't know how much time it goes from being a 10 bounce crate after you bounce on it once to just instantly breaking the next time you go on it, but probably about 5 seconds. Right, I don't trust this boulder. I'm getting every single crate. If I have time to, because that's another thing, right? Well, that's one of the risks here. I'm gonna keep the death count open on my screen until I get off this damn level. Okay, it got that one. Wow. So it can collect them. It just chooses not to sometimes. Again, though, I don't trust it, and I don't know which ones it does. Oh, yeah, right! There we go. Well, again, imagine having to do that without dying. That would be so much worse. 6 clear gems out of 37. Let's go. And another thing about this game that is better, just way better, is the saving system. Ripperoo. Just gotta remember where he places his boxes, and I'll be fine. I don't remember at all, but I should be able to just sort of see where he's going. Like, he's obviously going to the right there. It's his only option. But then he does nitros. And which way does he go with nitros? That way. Okay. It does get a little sketchy, I remember. Which way are you going? That way. It's the third one. Yep, he's going this way. But it's the nitros. Where are you going with the nitros, pal? This way, this way, this way. I think he actually goes to the left here too. Yeah. There we go. Thankfully he didn't lose any more lives to that. Alright, so initially I was going to include Warp Room 2 for this video as well, but then I ended up dying a lot more than I initially expected, and it would make this video way too long if I included all of that. So what I'll probably end up doing is just 5 videos, one for each Warp Room. But yeah, thank you for watching, I hope you all enjoyed. Definitely subscribe if you're new here, and that being said, I will see you all in part 2.